Well, hello there everyone, and welcome back to Rocketcraft Season 2, where we're starting over at the food lottery, ready for the final draw. And we're just checking out the vanilla cape on my elytra here, which is strange because I don't actually have the vanilla cape yet. It's like weird in Bedrock. If one player has a cape type thing applied, then for some reason it just applies it to like everyone in the vicinity. And I'm not sure if you know, the Vanilla Cape is a reward that Mojang put out for anyone that bought separately both Bedrock and Java Edition before June of this year, 2022. So really it only applies to PC players, specifically the ones that have paid separately for Java and Bedrock, because they now include both of them together in a bundle. When you buy one, you get the other one automatically, which is great. And yes, I cannot wait to get rid of this dried kelp. This week has been a living hell. Trying to build that server quest last week was just awful, just eating dried kelp. So I can't wait to get rid of this rubbish. Oh, looks like Chef's going to take the plunge. I promise there's no tag in there.
That should be decent. Please don't be an apple. Please don't be an apple. Please don't be an apple. Raw beef? Raw pork chop, okay. Alrighty.
Not awful. Like I say, it could have been probably worse, but you're going to have to farm some pigs now.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get a sword that doesn't have flame.
Yeah.
And all my pigs
Alison,
look like
do you want to go
next?
I'm
sure.
intrigued to see what you get.
Oh gosh.
You've had one bad one, one great one, and then the cake is kind of like, meh.
Oh.
Ooh. You can't have cooked mutton again. Oh, cooked salmon.
What'd she get?
Salmon.
Cooked salmon.
That is a very nice one. Yeah. Cherry, you've had it really rough. Let's hope that you get something decent. I mean, you've not had rotten flesh yet, but you won't be able to get rotten flesh because there is no rotten flesh in that one. What's it gonna be?
I got honey.
Hey.
Hey.
Not the worst, not the best. It's somewhere in the middle.
What was it?
Honey bottle.
Have you got beehives?
Oh.
Yeah. If you come back to mine afterwards, I'll sort you a few out.
Get rid of these beetroots. It's like I've had enough of dried kelp. Ooh, it likes that one today. Golden apple!
Golden apples!
Oh
wow!
I mean, it's going to be expensive, but... Right, Kez, you want to go? I was wondering if anyone was actually ever going to get the golden apples. Oh, it's a low one. It might not necessarily be... Why did you drop your apple? What? Dried kelp! Oh no!
I'm so lucky up until now.
Oh, I mean, sweet berries aren't great, but...
They're not bad compared to kelp.
Let me give
I've got some of them at my base, Kez, if you want them.
There you go, Kez. You can have that.
Thank you, Cherry. Well, we'll just swap cherries, some beehives, some kelp.
I guess Luke's doing Sarah's one. Potato!
held an apple on Luke's thing for him since he lost it.
Oh, I was just going to do that. But
yeah,
got it.
I got you.
Thanks, Chef. I don't know where he managed to drop it.
He threw it up right here. He was standing right here and threw it up in the air.
Oh, then of course, yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, it's in the hopper.
Who are we missing? Because we'll do all the others, and I'll do mine last. So let's do Hippo. What's he gonna get? What's Hippo gonna get? Oh, it really likes that one. I don't know if there's anything left in that one. Oh, it's raw rabbit. Oh god.
No.
Poor Hippo. And then the next one would be Sonic. Oh, it's a low one. Don't know if that's going to be good or bad for Sonic. Pumpkin pie. We've not had it before. That's good. Actually, it's not a bad food source, to be honest.
It's not the worst one.
No. And then we'll do Jed. Oh, it's a long one. Not had this one yet. What's it going to be? Oh, it's rabbit stew. Lucky Jed. Lucky Jed. And then lastly, we got Josh, who was on earlier. I thought he would have been on for this.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I'm glad we're getting some types of food that we've not seen before.
Oh,
baked potatoes for Josh.
Baked potato.
He won't. Oh, he can't actually have that because he's already had it. Let's try again. Yeah, so far so good. We're not getting any duplicates until then. There's always one, isn't there?
That's a rung down, huh?
Oh, it's apples.
Oh, apples is not bad. Yeah, no, apples aren't bad at all.
Don't give apples in my shop. And Kev's got plenty of golden apples, don't you, Kev?
You get that shameless plug in there, Cherry. Right, I'm just going to quickly put this baked potato back in. Knox, do you want to do the honours? I've done everyone else's. You haven't got to do this yet, so... If it's rotten flesh, I hold you personally responsible.
If it is, I'm flying away and hiding somewhere for the week.
Please not rotten flesh.
It's rotten flesh. He deserves it.
Oh, it's a low one. Oh, it's raw cod. I can deal with that. It's not the worst. I've got plenty of it, so... Not bad, not bad. There's no really, really awful ones on there apart from the raw rabbit for Hippo. And dried kelp for Kez. And rabbit stew for Jed. I mean, I think Sarah sells that, so he should be alright. Apples aren't too bad. Honey bottles aren't too bad. Alison making out like a bandit there with the cooked salmon.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that.
But the golden apples.
You got 2 weeks in a row with cooked meat.
I know, it's crazy.
You did your time with that tropical fish, though.
We haven't had any meat in 3 stinking days.
What about their legs? They don't need those. Only one person ever got rotten flesh, and that was Sonic.
Poor Sonic.
And I'm just looking to see if there was any that people have never got. Cooked rabbit never came up. Cooked pork chop never came up. Beetroot
Was forest fruit in there?
No.
Golden
Beetroot
carrot.
soup never came up. most other things did. So it looks like I'll be eating raw cod for the week, which isn't awful, but certainly could have been worse. And you remember the last episode where we were building the beginning of this build over here, this super mega build in the spawn area? Well, I kind of ran out of bee nests and I couldn't carry on with that one. But my good friend Sarah has come through. She's been farming the hell out of these things and she's dropped off a shulker's worth over here. Not a full shulker, but like a shulker full. Because, you know, like bee nests, when they've got like 1 or 2 bees in them, they don't stack with other bee nests and they all have different data values depending on the honey level in there. So, yeah. As you can see, she's sorted out loads of these things for us. But of course, some of them have bees in them, and I am going to have to take care of those. Wow, that was close. I nearly died to bees. Would you believe it? Sorry. Anyway, a recent update has meant that we now have more sensors and skulk shriekers generating in and around ancient cities. So we need to be very, very quiet over here because I've come over to a very, very far away city that I've never been to before just to check out newly generated chunks to see how many more sensors and shriekers you're going to find down here. And the answer is a lot. There's a lot of extra sensors and shriekers around here now. It's insane how many there are. So I thought it would be fun to go around, explore, and I'm going to try and pick up every single one of these things from around this ancient city just to see how many there are. As you can see, I've already raided a little bit around the ancient city. I've already got several stacks of sensors. And yeah, it's kind of nuts. There are so many of them. Like, just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous how many there are now. So you are definitely guaranteed to find a warden or two wanting to be your friend while you're down and in and around the ancient cities now, which I suppose isn't a bad thing. But of course now when I want to break this... Oh, no, 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 no. There was literally no hesitation there. I don't want to play. I don't want the darkness effect either, but yeah. Let's explore this ancient city a little bit together and see how many we can find. There are so many of these things, but oh, I don't like it when that heartbeat starts to go a bit faster. Can I just mine this one without setting anything off? Yeah, good, good. And of course, Mojang should have fixed it as well so that we're not getting any mob spawning down in the ancient cities now, because that was an issue on Bedrock. We were seeing mob spawning, which really upsets the sensors and the shriekers. But mainly the sensors, they couldn't actually set off a shrieker, but they could if they were aggroed onto a player, which of course mobs tend to do in this game. But yeah, it's quite a nice looking city we've got here. Oh god, there's another warden over there. Yeah, I've might have triggered quite a few while picking up all these things, but that one looks like he's going back to bed. So hopefully that one up on the hill there isn't going to be an issue. But you can have multiple wardens, as you know. So yeah, there's just so many of these things. I'm not sure what's setting these things off. Oh, it's a bat. Oh, great. But, like I say, it seems like other mobs can't set them off, only the player, or when the mobs become aggroed onto a player. That might have been a mistake. And that was a mistake. I'm just going to YOLO it. Leroy Jenkins and get all these shriekers quickly while the warden's out. And just hide in the corner and just close my eyes and hope that it will go away. Ooh. Echo shards I'll take. And the bottle of enchanting. But yeah, I'm not after the amethyst shards or the bones or the other rubbish. The loot is quite hit and miss in these places, as we all know. But there is a couple of important things, specifically the Swift Sneak book. You want those. But you don't want wardens. Oh god, he's over there. I think the darkness effect has like a sort of 25 block radius around the warden. Hello. There you are. So as long as I don't trip any sensors now, he shouldn't be notified of where I am. And I could just hopefully just wait until he disappears. Hopefully. The sniffing is quite freaky, I know. Also, look at this cave system above it. It's beautiful. So big and open. I've not seen one like this before. But yeah, he's just walking around like he owns the place. Because he kind of does. I won't argue with him. Ooh. Oh no, I think he's been aggroed onto a mob. Yeah, that sounded like a mob dying. But yeah, look, there are definitely mobs spawning in this thing still. So I don't know what Mojang are talking about. They haven't fixed that at all. There's loads of them. The worst thing though was when you used to get wandering traders spawning down here as well, because they just make so much noise. They're stupid llamas. And they would always set the shriekers off. That's right. Mr. Zombie, you have a fight with the skeleton. Go on, kill him. No? There we go. Right, now that that's taken care of, let's see if we can not upset any wardens. Oh, I spoke too soon. Hello there. What are you up to? I think he wants to go for a swim. Right, anyway, so once I'd finished over in that city, I thought I'd pile up all my loot into Shulker and organise it all. I've got quite a few other sides, some nice pants, some nice hose, and a couple of Swift Sneak books which I can combine up, 6 enchanted golden apples, and a bunch of disc fragments and echo shards, which is always very welcome. But yeah, it's mainly the Swift Sneak 3 books, but the 2s are good as well. I can combine those. And other side is always very welcome as well, because that can be quite tricky to find in other places around the world. But yeah, all in all, not a bad haul at all there. I'm pretty pleased with all of that. And that all just came from just like 2 ancient cities that I raided. But here we go. We see how many sensors there are. There's like nearly 8 stacks of sensors here, and nearly a stack and a half of shriekers. A load of catalysts as well. They're very nice because you can't really farm them any other way apart from wardens. And some other bits and pieces like some skeleton skulls and a few bottles of experience, a few diamond horse armors, and some gold ore, which is always nice as well. And I grabbed a bit of skulk while I was down there as well because that's useful. But yeah, the sheer number of sensors, that's just nuts. There's like almost 8 stacks of it there. So all in all, I would say that was pretty successful, but it does mean that the ancient cities are now much more dangerous than they used to be. But, you know, I suppose they should be. You know, you don't want to make it too easy for the player, do you? But anyway, we're going to now head over to the spawn area where I'm going to be building another statue. And this one is another one of DJ's Angels from the Team UHC event that we did back in June. And this one is our little Demi, who I made a deal with in the last episode. there we go, guys. There's Demi in all of her glory. I sped through that one because I've actually built her statue before on the last season, so that one wasn't actually too bad at all, really. I know it looks kind of complicated, but yeah, it really wasn't that bad. So anyway, Demi was one of the members of DJ's Angels that helped win that Team UHC back in the summer, and I'm just building her alongside the other two, and we've also got Cherry to do as well at some point soon, so hopefully I'll get that in a future video very soon. And that is the end of this episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, be sure to subscribe and like and comment and share and all that other stuff. But otherwise, I will see you for another episode of Rocketcraft very soon. So take care and bye for now.